Hi, this is Clark Kent here. I'm covering for Trey Pastor. I'm recording the first reaction to the new Man of Steel Superman trailer. I believe it comes out tonight. It's online right now. I'm gonna review it for him. Trey Pastor, I think he went to, I believe, was it Target to get some kind of steel book or something. But I'm gonna give you my honest reaction. I'll report it, write it down, and I guess he'll come back later and give you his review. Okay, but let's go to it and let's see. Let's see, where is it? Right here. There we go. Okay, let's see. We'll watch this and give you my honest reaction to this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see.
The frog's too big, Mom. Then make it small. Focus on my voice. Pretend it's an island out in the ocean. Can you see it? I see it. My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe. I have so many questions. Where do I come from? Just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark. Whoever that man is, he's going to change the world. My father believed if the world found out where I really was, it would kill me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
That was epic. Probably gonna watch that a couple more times, but that looks absolutely great. Love the visuals in that. Sorry about that. I had a little technical difficulties, and Trey Pastor's equipment is kind of half-assed. But anyway, like I was saying, a lot of great visuals in this. Like I said, the trailer, begins with with a shot of it. I think you hear Martha Kent's voice, Diana Lane, and she's telling him, young Clark Kent, to concentrate on her voice. And then you can't kind of tell what's happening, but then you see young Clark, with his hands at his ears. So I'm assuming that's because it's super hearing. He's hearing all the voices, and she's trying to tell him to concentrate on her voice, to drown out all the others, the voice that he hears in his head. And then you see a shot of the bus having an accident, and you see a young Clark, I guess, saving, and then you hear Jonathan Kent's voice over, telling him that he has to hide it. Something he has to hide, and then he's saying, "What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to let him drown, let him die?" And Jonathan Clinton's, I think, he's saying, maybe. He's kind of unsure. And then they show a nice shot of actually they're showing the shot of Clark. It looks like he's underwater, with a full beard, and he's like I think, trying to drown out all the noise. They show that shot, I guess. They're flashing through that shot. And then you see another shot of Clark walking, you know, in a full Superman suit. It looks like he's at the Fortress of Solitude. And he's walking, you know, he's walking slowly, and you see a shot from behind, and then you see him getting ready to take off, and then you see that shot that you saw in the teaser where he flies up in the air at supersonic speed. And then they show like quick shots, I think, of Michael Shannon as Zod, and then they show shots of the army, you know, coming at Clark, you know, dressed as Superman, and then him walking, you know, without the beard, of course, in the full Superman uniform, and then you have other shots. You see a shot of what's her name, Amy Adams, walking with Clark, with Superman. You know, she's holding his hand. You know, he takes her hand, and it's like they're walking. And then you see a nice shot of Superman getting thrown into a safe. I'm assuming that's during the fight with Zod. Great shot of that. Great visuals, and they show even a shot of Jor-El, you know, kissing the young Clark Kal-El in the head and putting him into the rocket ship, and the rocket ship taking off. It just looks visually looks great, and I like the nice somber tone. Is basically the tone is basically of him, I guess, Superman basically trying to find his place in the world and trying to not let people be afraid of him. Like all his life, it seems like from the tone of the trailer, he's been told to hide himself, and because if the people find out who he was, they, you know, who he really was, you know, they come after him. You know, that's basically the message that he's sort of getting, that Jonathan was trying to teach him. But he's trying to tell him that if the world found out who you are, you know, it's going to be basically chaos. And then, basically, I think that's going to be the great conflict in this movie. That, you know, Clark, you know, trying to find a place in this world, you know, trying to not let people be afraid of him. Basically, you know, he's trying to find himself and find out what his role is in the world, which I think is a great theme, because you think about it, you know, he's Superman. He's the most powerful man in the world, and how do you not get people not to be afraid of him? You know, because they, you know, figure he could do anything, so he could basically rule the planet if he wanted to. But in this movie, I think is basically going to be that battle between him trying to find out who he is and how he fits on Earth, and then with Zod and him coming, and probably maybe Zod, I don't know, this is just my speculation, my reporter's speculation, maybe Zod tries to appeal to him that, you know, we should be ruling this world, that, you know, we're gods among these petty humans, so maybe we should be ruling this world. So, you know, so maybe that's going to be the thing. I don't know, I'm just speculating, but it looks great. Henry Cavill looks absolutely fantastic as Superman, so I'm just really psyched for this movie. And thank you, Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan and David Goyer, for reinventing Superman. I think this movie is going to be great, and I can't wait to see the fights between Zod and Clark and Superman. That's going to be great. So, I can't wait. Trey Passer, I can't wait to follow the story. And when Trey Passer sees this, he's going to go nuts. I know, knowing him, knowing how much he loves Superman, he's going to go nuts. So, this is great. I gotta go. Hi, I'm back. I wanted to thank Clark Kent for doing the first part of this video for me. I just got through watching the trailer for Man of Steel. It looks absolutely epic, and I just love the whole tone of the movie. What it's going to be, what it looks like so far. Henry Cavill looks absolutely fantastic as Superman, and I like the whole theme of this movie. Basically, in the beginning part of it, excuse me, you see starts with him as a kid, and I think this is just my interpretation of it. I could be wrong. Where he said something, I can't understand the first part of what he's saying, that it's too big, and his mother said we can make it smaller. And then you see a shot of him. I think he's in the closet at school, and he's like holding his ears, and his mother is telling him to concentrate on her voice. And pictures like, and I don't know if that's a super hearing that he can hear all the voices, and to me that's driving him crazy. And she, his mother's trying to calm him down. Martha Kent's trying to calm him down, and then you see another shot of him of a school bus. You're seeing it, I think, getting kids like almost drowning in a school bus, and then you hear a lady saying, "My son was on the bus. I heard he knew Clark was there," and Clark is telling us, talking to Jonathan Kent, saying, "What was I supposed to do? Let them all die?" And Jonathan Kent, he's in a back of a pickup truck with his head down, and you see Jonathan Kent talking to him and saying, maybe, and kind of unsure, and you can tell this is eating him up, and then they show a shot of him, I think, as a young man. He's trying to find out, I have so many questions about who I am, and then you see, it looks like the emblem, the S emblem, I don't know if that's on a ring or something that he's holding, and then you see a shot of him walking in the Superman suit, assuming the Fortress of Solitude. It's all snowy, and then you see him get down like he's ready to take off, and then you see that shot they show on the teaser with him taking off at supersonic speed, and then you see, I think you see shots of Perry White and Lois Lane running. I think this might be during the fight with Superman fighting Zod. It looks like stuff is blowing up, and you see Perry White, Lawrence Fishburne, and Amy Adams running down. They're basically running, trying to outrun this explosion. And then you see, I think there's a shot of Superman getting a spaceship coming down to the farm, like a spaceship. I guess maybe that's the spaceship that Zod comes to Earth in. I'm assuming it looks like a sort of a spaceship coming down, and then you see shots of Clark, the army pointing guns at him, where he's dressed up like Superman, and then you see, I think I forgot, there was a beginning shot of him in the water, like kind of concentrate and drown out all the other sounds. A shot of him just in the water, and, full beard and everything, and he's trying to block out all the other sounds. And then you see, I guess, a shot of you don't see the actual punch, but you see a shot of Superman getting thrown into the bank vault that you see in that first picture that was released. I'm assuming he's getting thrown by Zod, and then you see I said before that, I think they show a nice shot of Michael Shannon as Zod, with his hair like kind of cut short, and then they show like a flashback scene of Jor-El and Lara putting, kissing Clark, young Kal-El goodbye and putting him in the rocket ship, and basically, Clark is, you hear the voiceover, I think, at one point where Jor-El is telling, not Jor-El, where Jonathan Kent is telling Clark, you got to decide what kind of man you want to be, and whatever that man's going to be, he's going to change the world, which is a great quote. I love that. And then I think they also show a shot of, you hear Clark, Clark's, I'm assuming he's talking to Lois Lane, and he's telling her, my father told me I had to hide who I was, that if I revealed the world, the world would turn on me, something like that. I can't remember the exact quote, but he's talking to Lois Lane. If the world knew who I really was, they would turn on me. And then you see a shot of the army, pointing guns at him, and then you see Lois Lane there, and he grabs her hand, but he holds her hand, and you see them walking. I don't know if that at some point in the movie he turns himself into the army because they don't know, they think he's a threat to the planet, and he turns himself in. So this looks absolutely epic. Oh, I cannot wait to see this movie. And like I said, I love Zack Snyder. Everybody know my channel. I love Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan, David Coyer. This looks like a great reinvention of Superman. And like I said, what I think the main theme of this movie is going to be Clark basically trying to find his place in the world. Like I said, because like I say, he's Superman. He's like the most powerful man in the world, and basically he's afraid. He's been told all his life basically to hide who he is, and he's trying to find his place in the world where he could fit in the world with all this immense power that he has. How he can basically help the world without them turning on him. Basically, he's basically trying to find his place in the world. And it's like his journey to find out where he fits in the world, which I think is great, and it's going to be epic. And I cannot wait for this movie. So let me know what you think. Feel free to leave your comments down below, and I'll leave a link, even though you don't probably need a link because it's probably all over the place, the trailer. So this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.